feel like we're missing something. Let's have a chat. See the sweet smell of cream! Yes, this truly is a fairy tale world. And yet, here in the sugary sweet room, there was one with such a sour face. He doesn't belong in this room. That scary old man. Gregory, mind what you say. You're being a bit rude. Sorry, it won't happen again. It reminded me of my old school teacher who used to get mad at me a lot. The school teacher. I definitely. When I think of my son being taught by such a man. Oh yeah, let's look at the thermostat. There's a cover on the wall, just like in Master Master's room. Let's open it up. The room's temperature is 68 degrees Fahrenheit, and the lights is set to green. Gustavius said that 50 degrees Fahrenheit is the ideal temperature for fresh cream. This room's temperature is too high. Huh. This is intriguing. Okay, that we can definitely combine with logic. Because the cream is melting due to the high room temperature. The reason the fresh cream is so fragile is due to the temperature in this room. So my shoes got creamed because the room temperature is set up at 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Speaking of which, when you opened the castle door, the doorknob didn't break. Yeah, it was stronger than I thought. Stroll, a dessert. Detective Batten, could you have a closer look at that doorknob? Eh? It would seem this doorknob isn't a dessert. And it's not just the doorknob. The castle and the fairies are just plastic molds coated in fresh cream. Then this isn't a dessert piece at all. It would seem they're just fake desserts covered in fresh cream. Huh. She did not spend much time making these things. Felicia made fake desserts. Do we combine these? This still might be wrong. Nope, okay, we're slowly limiting. Using decorations that were against the rules and making fake desserts. Although Delicia's action seems suspicious. Yeah, it doesn't seem like she's aiming to be the world's greatest pastry chef. Also, the temperature of this room is way too high. Is there a reason for that? Okay, well, we got that added to the menu, added to the court record now. The menu. I wonder. I think we should ask Delicia directly. Okay, we can present that to her now because I think we only have her dessert study in our actual things. So now we can present you with our logical deduction that you're a cheaty pants. Also, we can just ask you about the room temperature. So let's see what we catch you in first. Delicia, why is room temperature set to 68 degrees Fahrenheit? The code doesn't agree with me, plus it's bad for the body. This figure doesn't just maintain itself, you know, these voluptuous curves. Naturally, as a lady, I want to look young forever. I wonder how old Miss Delicious really is. Raymond, a true gentleman, never asks a woman her age. This room is mainly filled with cream. 50 degrees Fahrenheit is the recommended temperature for preserving fresh cream. What? Really? Now it's all going to waste? Looks like Miss Delicious didn't know. I thought she was supposed to be a first-class pastry chef. The fake desserts and the rule violations, and now her lack of basic knowledge. Looks like she keeps many secrets. We're gonna present this fake dessert. Oh, that thing you got there is rather cute, Greggy. But the color is rather unappealing. Oh, really? You don't say anything about that? Your fake desserts? Okay. We're going back to our logic. And we're now combining that you don't even have basic knowledge but she went to study Jeff's desserts. Yeah. Delicia's knowledge in the art of dessert making is lacking in fundamental areas, and she claimed she went into Mr. Master's room in order to study his desserts. These actions and ideas are not fitting of someone aiming to be the world's greatest pastry chef. Yeah, they don't sound like the words of a pro. It's like she doesn't even realize it, or maybe she isn't a real pastry chef. Perhaps she had some other intention. It's possible that she didn't go into the room to study desserts. So then, are you saying Miss Delicious is the criminal? We can't say that for sure yet. But I know she's hiding something from us. She's not a cook. She is a con. Oh, delicious. Gonna eat all of the things. Yum, 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 yum. Okay. That's enough investigating. We've found much more than I expected. And something from before still bothers me. Prosecutor Von Karma must have found the murder weapon in this room. So then, why did he let Delicia be? Firstly, I must ascertain Von Karma's true motives. Detective Bad, I would like to ask Prosecutor Von Karma something. I've also got business with him, and Delicia there too. What's the idea, Baddie? Don't glare at me like that! It seems Detective Bad also has his doubts about Delicia and Von Karma. Delicia, would you come with us for a moment? Yes, that's fine. We have to find Von Karma. There are some things we need to talk about. All right, let's have a chat here in the lobby. Prosecutor Von Karma, we need to talk about the case.
From the look of your face, I assume you found the murder weapon?
Yes, we discovered the murder weapon in Delicia's room. It would seem Mr. Master is the only suspect in this case.
That's not true. Where the murder weapon was found does not change the fact that Master is the culprit. As long as I am here.
Why is Von Karma so sure of himself? Well then, aren't you going to explain why the murder weapon was in Delicia's room?
Naturally. If you wish to know, I'll tell you. In order to pin the crime on Delicia, Master used the rock salt lamp to kill the victim. He then deposited the murder weapon in Delicia's room. If he had left the murder weapon at the crime scene, Master would have been the one suspected. He couldn't move the body, but it was easy to move the murder weapon. Ergo, there would be no evidence pointing to a specific culprit at the crime scene.
Mr. Master took the rock salt lamp.
Precisely. I carried out the investigation myself. There can be no room for doubt.
Do you have evidence that he moved it?
That will not be necessary. If you have an objection, say it. Do you think a mere defense attorney can break my logic?
Okay, let's break your logic.
In order to pin the crime on Delicia, Master used the rock salt lamp to kill the victim.
He took the rock salt lamp from Delicia's room.
Exactly. In order to kill Dover, he had prepared the murder weapon beforehand.
But the murder weapon was found in Delicia's room. Doesn't that place suspicion on Delicia too?
I'm not finished. Master killed Dover. He then deposited the murder weapon in Delicia's room.
So the murder weapon was the rock salt lamp hidden inside the candy castle.
I discovered the murder weapon when I entered the castle. Be thankful, defense attorney, that you too came by this information.
Why was it necessary for you to enter the castle? Maybe he's interested in candy castles.
Why, do you think I went in there because I wanted to? The detectives at the scene were useless, so I had to investigate myself.
I wasn't in charge of the initial investigation. Don't get mad at me. Detective Bad joined the investigation halfway through.
Bah, a certain work ethic is required if you were to gain my trust. This is a flagrant waste of time. I'll continue. If he had left the murder weapon at the crime scene, Master would have been the one suspected.
Wouldn't the body left behind in his room also be cause for suspicion? Moreover,
I have a favorite saying. I'd like to share it with you. Even dogs can wait. Wait until I've finished.
That's exactly what I'd like to say to you. But I won't because I'm too polite.
He couldn't move the body, but it was easy to move the murder weapon.
Are you saying that Mr. Master removed the murder weapon and hid the body in the chest?
He believed that if he hid it inside his own work, it would not be discovered.
So savory! Don't you mean so sorry? She shows no sign of remorse.
He moved the murder weapon and left the body at the scene. Ergo, there would be no evidence pointing to a specific culprit at the crime scene.
This is what we get him on, because there is evidence of a specific culprit. Her fingerprints are all over the crime scene. But let's press it first. How can you conclude that Mr. Master is the killer without any evidence?
Objection! You think that that will shake me? You disappoint me. As long as the body was found in Master's room, he's the prime suspect. Objection!
Is there really no evidence pointing to anyone else at the crime scene? Surely there's room for further investigation. Well, at last, a point!
Incident attorney, another investigation is not necessary. Master must be the killer. If you think differently, cease these pointless words and speak with evidence.
Think back to the crime scene. If Mr. Master isn't the killer, there must have been something there incriminating someone else. Seems one karma won't be shaken easily. I'll just have to present evidence that contradicts his reasoning. So, didn't need to press any of those. We just go over to... There would be no evidence pointing to a specific culprit at the crime scene. So, which thing do we have? Not the cloth, not that. Someone left finger marks on the chocolate frame. That's not really what I want. Each of the desserts in Mrs. Room have one part missing. And her fingerprints were everywhere. What do I have that actually shows that? I have the frame finger marks. That has Jeff's fingerprints. I'm gonna try the frame finger marks, even though I actually think it might be the crime scene itself. We'll take the hit. Let's try this one.
Objection!
What do you think of this piece of evidence? Prosecutor Von Karma. No, okay, it's not this.
A foolish question. It's not even worth thinking about. Just pitiful. Can you even call yourself a defense attorney?
I am a defense attorney.
What an inferior rebuttal. Well, I can't say I expect much from a defense attorney.
He looks down on me. Okay. Let's do the crime scene itself, because it did mention how there was a bite taken out of everything.
Objection!
Yeah, here we go. It's true that the murder weapon and bloodstains disappeared from the vicinity. However, there was still one piece of incriminating evidence left behind. Have a look at this photograph, which was taken when the body was first discovered. This cloth was used to wrap the body. Doesn't it remind you of the fluorescent cloth from Delicia's room? Oh! My fluorescent cloth was at the crime scene!
Ha! Fluorescent cloth! You! Just what part of this cloth is fluorescent?
I guess one comment is no, but this cloth's secret, huh? It looks like a normal cloth at first glance, but if you use this rainbow light device, you can make it glow. Prosecutor Von Karma seems a little surprised. I don't think I was the cloth's ability to glow that surprised him. One sheet of this fluorescent cloth is currently unaccounted for. Now I'd like you to look at the color of the cloth in this photo. Don't you think it looks like the color of the fluorescent cloth before it's been lit up? Both the rock-salt lamp and the fluorescent cloth were originally belonged to Delicia. Wouldn't it be natural to assume that this cloth was used to wrap the body? There's only so much evidence. Yeah, I was for the wrong reason, but it's fine. I'm still moving. Prosecutor Von Karma, I believe the present conditions give us much reason to suspect Delicia. She picked it up with her leg. That's really funny. Howdy, Greggy. Do you really suspect me? I don't yet know if you are the culprit, but it is true that you're hiding something. Am I right? That's...
So, you're saying that the murder weapon and the cloth were originally from Delicia's room?
Yes. What's so funny?
Just as I suspected from you. The murder weapon and the cloth are not from her room. How unfortunate for you.
What does he mean?
Before the contest began, Master noticed a violation of the rules. He confiscated the cloth and the rock salt lamp and kept them in his room for safekeeping.
What?
The victim was not seen as he stayed locked up in his room after the contest had begun. The only one who could have unlocked the locked rooms was Jeff Master. And the murder weapon and the rock salt lamp was being kept in Master's room. This should be the decisive evidence in proving Master's guilt. Defense attorney. You've lost to me before you even had a chance to stand in court.
What's this? What? Was all our investigating for nothing? It's delicious. Why didn't you tell us about your confiscated items? Well, Manny said I'd look suspicious if I did. That was a good one, Karma. And it's true. You all suspect me, don't you? How clumsy are you, defense attorney? Von Karma. So that's why you let us investigate Delicia's room. And in your clumsiness, there's one more thing I need to inform you of. You two sets of fingerprints were found with the murder weapon. Two? Yes, they belong to Jeff Master and Delicious Scones. No other fingerprints were found. After Master killed Dover with the confiscated rock salt lamp, he foolishly concealed the murder weapon bearing his own fingerprints in its owner's room. I don't even need to prove my case in court. I have more than enough perfect evidence to prove Master's guilt. Objection! Hold it. I still have some doubts about the fluorescent cloth found in Mr. Master's room.
Bah! Irrelevant! After disposing of the body, he intended to return it to Delicia's room.
I don't have enough further information to refute Von Karma's reasoning.
Nothing left to say? If your job is done, leave this place.
That's... I can't give up yet.
We've wasted enough time as it is. Bad, take them away.
There's still some doubts left in our investigation. Detective Bad.
What's the meaning of this?
It's not my nature to leave any doubts behind. There is still one piece of evidence that has yet to be identified. That's right. There are still the traces someone left behind.
Bah, talk about your doubts as much as you want later. But this, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Objection!
No, I also have some doubts about one piece of evidence. It's likely that I have the same doubts Detective Bad has.
What?
This is the piece of evidence left in Mr. Master's room that is yet to be identified. Now it's the fingerprints? Someone left gloved finger marks on one of Mr. Master's desserts. If these were the killer's finger marks, then it's possible that the killer also didn't leave any fingerprints on the murder weapon.
How did you know the state of the crime scene?
I gave them permission to investigate.
Bad, what possessed you to let a defense attorney into the crime scene?
I don't recall you telling me not to let them in.
Ah, such impudence! You'd best remember, Bad. Your salary review depends on me.
Well, this isn't good for Bad. I'm so glad I have a kind boss like Mr. Edgeworth. Your salary review depends on how you perform here. He just says it, he just keeps it inside. He doesn't taunt you with it.
I'm surprised that what a mere attorney like you managed to uncover in such a short time. However, it is possible these finger marks were Master's own doing, because he always wore gloves while cooking. Objection!
You have evidence that those finger marks were left by Master? And moreover, there are still a few points of suspicion surrounding Delicia.
Oh, you still haven't given up on that.
Greggy, you still suspect me? I've already apologized for stealing a few bites.
I don't want to suspect you. However, I can't easily trust those who tell lies. You must still be hiding something.
Greggy is a bully.
Don't you know the temperature fresh cream must be kept at? You call yourself a dessert chef, but you lack even the most basic knowledge.
I'm sorry for my lack of knowledge.
In your case, it's not even about the lack of knowledge. In truth, you don't even know how to make desserts, do you?
Defense attorney, stop trying to force your own reasoning. In a court of law, the evidence tells all. If you say the witness is lying, show it with evidence.
We're not in court yet, but very well. This evidence shows that Delicia can't make desserts. You think I should talk to my wife in Delicia's voice? How do you know it's not what I do all the time anyway? Fake desserts! The only thing Delicia made were those that broke the... The only things Delicia made were those that broke the rules.
The lamp and cloth that broke the rules were being held in Master's room. There's no way the witness could have returned them to her room. Objection!
Those were not the only fake desserts she made.
What?
Her desserts may look like something out of a fairy tale at first glance. But in reality, they're nothing but mannequins decorated with cream. Apart from the cream, they're all fake. This is not something one aiming to become the world's greatest pastry chef would do.
Is this true, Bad?
Yeah, my shoes can attest to that. Would that be enough to convince Prosecutor Montcalm? What's easy is what Delicia has done. They have no choice but to be convinced. Delicia, the fact that your actions could lead you to being a suspect is no laughing matter.
I didn't murder you!
Isn't it time you told us the whole truth? Who are you, and why were you indulging yourself in another contestant's work?
You see, I understand. The truth is, I'm not really a dessert chef like I led you to believe. I'm actually a pharmacist.
Okay.
What? A pharmacist?
That's a completely different occupation. It's no wonder he couldn't hide his surprise. Why is a pharmacist like you participating in this contest?
I just love eating desserts. I joined because I thought I'd be able to eat some of Jeffy's desserts. I never thought I'd end up making it to the finals.
Even Prosecutor Von Karma is at a loss for words.
So that's the real reason why you entered the contest. Yes, see, as expected, Jeffy's desserts were oh so good.
The gloved finger marks on the picture frame were you doing?
No way! I never wore gloves.
Delicious fingerprints were found on Mr. Master's chocolates. So it is true that she wasn't wearing gloves.
You see, exactly, you do believe me, Greggy.
Is your face stuffed with nothing but desserts?
Sorry, Manny.
I think it's here her belly that's stuffed. The Master's desserts are all that you ate.
Actually, no. After the afternoon tea, I also ate E. Icy's desserts.
You mean you entered the victim's room?
Yes, exactly. The room was empty after all.
Perhaps the victim was already dead by then.
But my first bite tasted way too salty, and I couldn't eat it. So I ate the delicious star-shaped dessert that was nearby.
It's delicious. You really are a glutton. It is rare you see a woman with this kind of appetite.
That's all I did. Greggy, Manny, everyone. I'm sorry I caused you trouble.
Now that you've told us the truth, everything's fine. There's no need to apologize.
This does not mean that your testimony is trustworthy. I'll be investigating the victim's room after this. Only then will I decide if your testimony is true.
Prosecutor Von Karma, I'd like to go as well. I also need to ascertain whether my reasoning up until now has been correct.
I'll let you follow, but I have no intention of letting you investigate.
That's enough for me. Okay, we're heading into the room.
This? What is the meaning of this?
It's looking pretty cold. The desserts during the victim. Oh, it's empty. The desserts during the victim's room had disappeared without a trace. Was this the true killer's doing? A body that was hidden inside a dessert, and a murder weapon that was moved. Further investigation would be required to arrive at the truth of its case. To be continued. This mystery is only getting more mysterious with each mystery we uncover. Oh man, tune in next time to find out what happens next. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't by now. Press those buttons, please. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.